Women. The temptation I'm talking about is temptations of the worldly things. Temptation to the from your awakening, like food, festive food. They are temptations to your awakening. You know, when you've been fasting, don't after a few days you'll eat food that are you try and eat really full and all that, all this dilahara. You'll eat all that when you get into the festival, the true festival, which is heavens. In this world, in this end, in this earth, you'll suffer. For you to get back up to life. To get back up to life is what you called heavens, realms. Yamas? Holiness, what you called banal. They called Holy, I am. Yamas? This is why. This is the temptations of the earth. Food. Food of the days. Your food. Like what you see in your restaurants, like what you see in your Dilahara. Yamas, I'm not into all that, into your food. Even before I receive my truth, I'm not into spices. The halal food? Halal food, Yamas, I am halal. I am halal not because I am Muslim, M-U-S-L-M. I am halal because I am, you called goddess. It's the meaning of halal, goddess. Not because in your, this, as I say, there's many problems of the world. There's many of your wrongs of the world. It's your language. You understand things just as how you read them. Do you get that? I am halal because first halal means a cup in the mortal. In this form, I'm speaking to become a word to the world you called voice. As when I was GSUS, I was called word. Word as I was speaking in front of them. I am maskara. Maskara means behind the man. While in this end I am Christ, which is voice, called voice. Voice means behind this dread device. You're just hearing me. Time to time you see me, if my Father told me so. Yamas? That is the temptations of the earth, humans. Your food. Food is word, humans. You don't live by just food alone or by bread alone. You don't live by just by bread alone, but by the word. Father. Because without the word, you are nothing but just go back to the mud. Why? Because your spirit needs the words, which is, when you are full, you feel, you have not eat anything, but you just have been hearing words, things that you have not heard before, but you feel like you are full. Don't make you feel tired or anything, just like when I'm speaking. I don't feel hungry at all. Humans? This is the temptations of the earth, humans. The temptations is what you called food. Earthly, food. That is your temptations. Because when you keep eating so much food, it becomes a sin of gluttons. Gluttons. When you are very full, it becomes more sinful. You should not make yourselves very full when you are being awakened. It's like when my Sunaya got first time she's seen food of all that, because there's only time to time we it's only when we get so festive, there's days that we need to halal means offering. When we do the offering, when we do the offering, that's when we become very full, because we are spirits. What is this offering that you are talking about, you ask? On November 1. And November 1, that is the time of what you call the All Souls Day. Means on the second day as death. Spirits. It's a spirits on the second day, which is on the night we prepare to become festive. This is the traditions that you don't have, humans, because you think it's for children's. Humans, it is. It is. But it's for the souls, humans. Spirits never dies. The just rotates, the just incarnates. This is why you called restless wanderers. And each of every time of November 1, you become festive, you cooked. This is the tradition we have in the island where I came from, humans. Because this is what it should have been. To feed the living. Living is the spirit's death. Who have been, you are, once was, humans? This is why many souls in other countries are very, very hungry. Why? Because you have not fed them. Every November, you feed your children's with candies, when it should be time for the souls to feed them. This is when we become festive, because to us, this is what you called Christmas. November 1 at night, it is what you called Christmas. For the souls, because Christmas means all the saints. All the saints, humans. That is the meaning of Christmas in Tetragrammaton or heavens. That is the meaning of Christmas. All souls, all the spirits, all the saints. All the saints, humans. And that is at November 1st. We prepare lots of food yet that you don't see. It's like a festival. This is when we are allowed to eat. You can be full until you, can carry it. Once was Maya Sonaya, you called little S-I-S-T-E-R or brother. I don't call S-I-S-T-R because it's orbit. Brother, say brother. Woman, you call the brother, She gets very full. Call her Sonaya because that other life of mine, she was with me. And she was my Sonaya. I am her. Maria. I was her. You called Lord. Do you understand that, humans? And that day she's gone very, very full. And she could not walk anymore. And you know what she did? She have to sit on the sea, on the water for her to lower the food that's in her tummy, to make her feel a little better. Because when you are very, very full, you cannot, you don't feel like you can't walk, you can't breathe. That is when you are allowed to eat so much, humans, because to us that is festival. And November 1. But in like these times, it should have been your awakening all the time, throughout the years. Fasting. Right on November, eat whatever you want. Eat, That is the meaning of temptation, humans. You are tempted to the foods you see. When you crave, you get it. When you want something, you get it. As long as you give your craves. It is your evil thing, humans. That's the evil of your own world you call body, your own mind. Is when you crave something and you ask what it's asked against the will, which is you should not give why buy food that you cannot be boast? Why buy water that you cannot be full? Do you understand that, humans? That is what it means. Temptations of the earths.